Hi, I'm Susan, Midnight Prime Yoga, and welcome to day 6 of your flexibility challenge. Today we're going to finish up with the wall poses, and we'll be working a combination of the wall lying on your mat or on the floor. So let's just get comfortable and let's begin. Well, let's begin by lying on the floor. We're going to bring our feet up to the wall and come about wherever your feet and your knees will make a nice 90-degree angle. So just find that adjustment. And just feel your foundation underneath your back, keeping your shoulders down and your head pressed back into the mat. And we always want to press our feet into the wall because that's what's giving us our support. So we'll start today. We have 5 different shapes that we're going to work with. And the first one is the yogic sit-ups. Now that is not my favorite, but we'll do them a little bit, and I can't say that I can do them super well, but I'm going to show you an alternative that can give you the exact same effect without doing the sit-up. But let's try the first one. All right, so now we're going to take our hands and place them behind your head. Bring your elbows out. So all we're going to do is lift our upper body, and of course it's going to contract our abs, and that's what we want it to do. Try to keep those elbows out, because we don't want to bend our head like this, okay? We want to keep those elbows out so that our neck, our cervical spine, stays in line with our rest of our spine. All right, press your feet into the wall, breathe in, exhale, lift, come back down. Breathe in, come up, come down. Inhale, exhale. One more. Breathe in and come down. All right, so although those are not my favorite, this next one is a little bit better. And what we'll do is that we'll place our hands right here on our thighs. And you can do this without the wall too, but you can also use it with the wall. So what we're going to do is a little bit of resistance. So you're going to press your hands into your thighs. So you press, and as you press, you're going to be pushing down on your abs. And then push back, try to push back with your thighs. So your feet will come back up off the wall, and then release, come back. Again, press into your hands with your thighs. So you're coming this way with your thigh, and you're going that way with your hands, okay? Here we go. Go. Breathe and release. Again. And release. So you can definitely gradually increase that. You can increase the length of time that you're pressing and holding, but continue to breathe in between. All right, beautiful, beautiful. All right, if you need to shake out your arms and your wrists, feel free to do that. If you need to straighten out your leg for a moment, feel free to do that. Just move. All right, come back into our second pose. So our second and our third is going to be blended together. And so this is a hamstring stretch, and so your hamstrings are back here, along with a little bit of a hip stretch. So we'll go into the hip and some of the smaller muscles into the hip. So our first one, we'll take your left leg and again, make that foundation, press that foot into the wall. We're going to take our right leg and then just bring it forward. Just kind of straighten it up, bring it forward. Feel free to bend your knee. You can bend it as much as you need to, or You can keep it straight, whatever's best for you. The other option is to take hold of use a strap if you wish. And I apologize, I don't have a strap on me right now, but you can wrap that strap around and that will also work. Or you can just hang on to your leg. But do bend that knee until those muscles are stretched. Press down with that foot against the wall and hug the abs. Keeping your hips down, keeping your shoulders down. Now we're going to take this ankle, we're going to turn this leg, so we're rotating our hip out. This is our third form. You can slightly hold it in place if you wish, or not, just let it go, keeping that foot flexed. And then rock from side to side. And now, if you wish, you can bring this foot, release this foot from the wall, and we'll bring that knee come towards us, okay? So we'll take our hands, we'll bring it around so that we're going to help that leg come forward. So take hold of it behind your thigh, and as you begin to come forward, you're going to feel a nice little stretch back in here. Keeping both feet flexed. Whoa. Yeah. Keep those abs hugged in tightly. Press that head back. Keep those shoulders down. And breathe. You control how long you want to hold. So I would just suggest starting with one breath and then release and come out. Rock. Now release, bring that knee up, release that foot, straighten it up again. Take hold of your calf if possible, or your knee, bend the knee. And bring that foot back to the wall. Very good. All right, let's do the same thing to the other side. Now you're pressing this foot into the wall, keeping your hips down, shoulders down, head down. Come up. Choose your level. You come up with your knee bent. Come up with your leg a little straighter. You can always have a little bend to it. We don't want to lock it. Breathing 2 or 3 times, gradually increasing it up to 6 times. Now taking that ankle, bring it down towards the top of your thigh of your right leg, and come into this number 4 position. Place your hand on the knee, and breathe and rock. Keeping the feet flexed. All right, this is where you have a choice to go a little bit farther if you wish, or you stay right here. Bringing your hands through the triangle, your left hand through the triangle, take your right hand behind, meet up with your hands behind your thigh, and lift to come forward. Keeping those shoulders back down, head down. If it's not possible for you, some people are like this and they can't keep their head down. So I'm just going to suggest then don't reach down, don't try to reach through there. Just lift your foot up and move your arms in the direction of that pose. Again, you're going to find that stretch in the different area in your hip bone back here. And when you're ready, release, put that foot back on the wall, straighten that leg, help it come around, come up, breathing deeply, Bend the knee and place back on the wall. Very good. All right. Now our next pose that we're going to go into, our last two are both very similar. You won't need to change positions once you get there. So we're going to scoot our glutes as close to the wall as possible. And if when you find that you get there, that you need to come back about a few inches, then feel free to do that. So I'm just going to roll to my side, lift my hips, roll over, place my top hand on the floor, and help myself up and scoot over. Well, I'm almost there already. So I'm going to come up as much as I can. Then I'm going to come back down. Roll back on my back. And then I'm just going to kind of walk myself towards the wall. It looks kind of funny, but so forgive me. Okay, so we're almost there. There we go. All right, so this is where we'll start. Just find where you're comfortable. Just come up as close as you possibly can. And again, it's okay to be several inches away. You just adjust for your body. So we're going to do the wall splits. That sounds a little scarier than it is. So all we're going to do, and we'll just start it slowly, just move your legs out. And if this is as far as you can go today, that's just fine. And then breathe them, bring them back together. And then exhale. Eventually you'll be able to go a little bit farther. Breathe in. If you need to help with your hands, feel free to do that. Bring them up. Exhale. Come out. And hold. Press into the wall. Press your pelvic down towards the wall. So send your pubic bone towards the wall. Breathe in. Come up. Exhale. Come out. See how far you can go. If you need to help with your hands, help with your hands. Send that pubic bone toward the wall. You're going to find that stretch right on these inner thigh muscles. Try to keep those abs hugged in, ribs cages down. Press into the back of your body. Breathe in. Come on up. Beautiful. Again, exhale all the way out. This time when you get out there, if you can, let your feet just fall out. Breathe. Send that pubic bone toward the wall. You will find that stretch all the way along. If you find that it's just too intense for those knees, see what it feels like to bend them a little bit. If that is not comfortable, bring them up to where it no longer hurts. You can still send your pubic bone towards the wall. Very good for pelvic floor work. And bring your feet up. You need to bend your knees. Bring your knees toward your chest. Feel free to do that. And come back up. And guess what? This is our final pose for this series, our 5 poses. This is legs up the wall. I would encourage you to practice legs up the wall every day. You know, at night before you go to bed is the best time. But if you could find any time of the day to take 5 minutes, if that, 2 minutes, to just bring those legs up on the wall and allow your body, allow the blood, the lymph system, everything, gravity, be in the opposite direction is what it normally is. So find yourself where you are comfortable. If you need to back up again off the wall, if you need to bend your knees, feel free to do that. If you need some support in whatever way, get yourself very, very comfortable. You can also put your legs up onto a chair, onto the couch, anywhere, or you can lie on the couch and put some blankets and pillows underneath your knees. As long as your feet are elevated, that's what this pose is about. And once you get there, just close your eyes, relax. If you can lie your arms out, palms up, let yourself be in a very restful, peaceful mode. Let your mind slow down, and how it will slow down a little bit is through your breath. You don't need to change anything else. We don't need to judge anything. We don't need to try to make anything happen. We're just here. And we're just breathing. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. I'm just going to leave you today in this position. Feel free to stay here as long as you are comfortable. When you are finished, begin to gradually bring yourself to your side. Take a moment to readjust before you sit up. And thank yourself for making it through all these days of challenge to strengthen your body, to become more flexible. See you in our next challenge as we begin our full mat. Namaste.